We just saw a clip of the new show Running Point, available for streaming this Thursday on Netflix, which is available right here on Roku, starring Kate Hudson and Jeanie Buss here in support of that here on the program. That shot that we're seeing on the screen of her sitting there on the desk with a basketball looks a heck of a lot like your book cover,
yes.
Jeanie.
It sure does.
So was this on purpose?
The creative people at Netflix, that they put together the key art, but I appreciate the homage to my book, Laker Girl. But what I love is the little details and the deflated basketball. Obviously, when I've got the ball, it's there. But the deflated ball, just showing like, hey, it's not perfect. It's messy. This is a family business. Stuff happens. And I think, I've learned that most of the businesses in this country are family-owned businesses. So people will relate to the situations that happen with her family, them trying to run a business. But at the end of the day, it's a family that comes together because they want the team to win, and things go better when they all get along and work together.
When were you first approached about this idea of basing a comedy essentially on your existence and how you came to be the governor of the Los Angeles Lakers?
Well,
Jeanie?
when you're in LA, you're surrounded by Hollywood and these creative people. So, 20 years ago, a producer pitched to me the idea of a scripted show based on a character like me, because most of the women in power that you see on television are either a cop or a doctor, and this was something different, and it would be appealing, to men who like sports, because it would be sports, but women would relate to it because a woman's in charge, and that had some traction. And then Desperate Housewives came out, and so they kind of changed. Everybody wanted something more like
soapy or something like that.
Instead of that. And so, we dropped that. Then, Linda Rambis, my, partner in the show, the person I've worked with for the last 40 years, we always felt there was a comedy here somewhere. And we just continued to talk to people, and we connected with Mindy and pitched her the idea.
So you pitched Mindy Kaling the idea?
Oh, yeah, yes. And I've been blessed to be surrounded by talent like Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, and now I get to work with Mindy Kaling. It's like another all-star. But she got it right away. But this was 5 years ago. It's taken this long.
Well, that's this business, right?
Exactly. When you're in development, that it really means you're not doing anything.
Even if you're the governor of the Los Angeles Lakers?
I mean, I had a day job to worry about.
Yes, you
so
did.
it wasn't like, oh, okay, what am I going to do? But Mindy really got the character and created a family storylines. There's so much here that the show can go so many different ways, and I think it's going to be entertaining for everybody. We'll find something that they can relate to in the show.
It's fantastic. It's great. And Kate Hudson, how did she get attached? Is that anything to do with you?
Well, I recommended Kate, and
you did.
And I'll tell you, it's very interesting that back in the 90s, I ran the Forum. I was the general manager of the Forum, and that's when the LA Kings hockey team had Wayne Gretzky on the team. And of course, the celebrities came out for the big star, and that included Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. So they used to bring teenage Kate to the Forum. And, they would leave after the second period, but Kate wanted to stay. So they would leave her with me. So Kate would shadow me as, like, okay, here's how the box office works. Like, she's got such a curious mind. She's an amazing talent. She can do anything. She can do comedy, drama. She's got an album. Like, she can sing. She's so amazing to me. So she's always somebody that I knew understood what I did, because she shadowed me back of the house. And so I said, well, what about Kate Hudson? And Mindy was like, I don't know, she's a movie star. I don't know if she's going to want to do streaming, this. And she goes, but we'll try. And, Mindy kind of underestimates the gravity of her, and people want to work with Mindy. I sure did. And, Kate signed on, and it's gone so great. And then, another like interesting, cross point for us is that my husband, Jay Moore, played Kate Hudson's love interest in a movie called 200 Cigarettes. So it's like, not only is she like, playing a part inspired by me, but she, had a pretend relationship with the man that I'm married to now. Like, it's like we were meant to be. This was meant to be.
You can't make it up.
Right.
So you went from her chaperone, and then she went to be your avatar.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah, basically.
On Netflix, on this program.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. First of all, say hi to JJ for me, will you please? And secondly, it's fun to see sort of a make-believe part of your world, but how real is this program?
There are things. There's some things that get me angry, that put a lump in my throat, that make me laugh. Like, I'm the first person to make fun of myself. And there's, a scene where they talk about posing in Playboy. And, that is true. I did. Yes. And like, you can't make that stuff up. It actually happened. And so the idea that it's used in the show to kind of make her, taken aback.
Well, I guess it's good that they, for the poster of the TV show, they used your book and not the periodical.
Right, there you go. Right.
Jeanie Buss here on the Rich Eisen Show. Running Point available for streaming this coming Thursday exclusively on Netflix, starring Kate Hudson and Max Greenfield and a great cast. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.